Dominion International Gospel Church. 23 years anniversary. It all started in the year 1998 when Pastor V.O. Inigbenije was working as an evangelist in a church in Lagos State, where God called him to move from Lagos and come down to his village to deliver his people from the bondage of darkness and show them the light of God and the glory in it. This was a hard call for him, as no pastor would like to leave the city for a remote village at that time, but he obeyed the voice of God and came down to Uromi in that same year, 1998, and he decided to start pastoring under a church for like a year because he was still praying to God for more assurance if he should start the ministry or go back to Lagos. This made him stay 6 months after leaving the church, praying for more assurance from God. Dominion International Gospel Church, 1999. This was yet another problem for Pastor V.O. Inigbenije because he had no place to start a church and he had to start in an uncompleted building, which was known as a place where the street thugs and gangs come to smoke and have their meetings together. He started in this uncompleted building with his mom, 3 adults, and some few kids, as he had no members at that time and he had to face so many hardships, which was 1. Having to pack poops out of the room church. 2. Coming to meet rituals of blood inside the church done by people to scare him away. 3. Almost losing his life on a night when robbers came to rob in the street and then came into the church to take money from him, and they cracked the gun at him when he was trying to shift a little from the ground and he was asked to lay down. The struggle continued until 2005 when God shined his face on his son and said to him, "Angunaiti, have I recognized you?" This encounter for him was good news and also bad news. The good news was that Angunaiti was known as the center of Uromi, but the bad news was that the land the church was to build on was a well-known pit dustbin at Angunaiti, and Pastor Victor had no choice but to continue without being discouraged. He filled up the place and packed the dirt on the land by himself with the help of some youth, and that was how the church was raised in a wooden structure. The pastoral work continued, and in 2007, he got married to our mommy, Pastor Joy Inigbenije, and they both worked together, facing challenges together, like plucking leaves on the road every day to cook. And it even came to a time when the church was moved into a member's backyard sometimes because people were trying to claim the land from the church. But God was with him all through, and he gained the land at last, and the ministry continued till 2012 when God revealed Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche to him to be his spiritual father. He went to Dunamis in the year 2012 with tattered cloths and a paper bag, but he met with God there and cut a declaration that was related to his situation, as God's servant Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche was making a brutal declaration to the church. This set a turnaround for him in ministry. After returning from Abuja, things started going well for him, and an idea came to him in 2014 to raise a fence around the wooden church because of the disturbance of the erosion coming into the church during rainy seasons. But this step turned out to be a setup from God, as one block led to another, and people came from all around supporting with money, bags of cement, trips of sands, and these people were including those he doesn't even know till today. The building never stopped, and surprisingly, a fully built cathedral was raised, which is now known as Dominion International Gospel Church, and it was renovated years after years into a better Dominion by the help of God. And here we are celebrating the 23 years anniversary of Dominion, and we invite you to come and join us starting on the 15th of this month, August, till 21st, which is on Sunday. May God bless you and grant your heart's desires as you join us. Amen.
You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony.
You are coming back with your testimony.
Coming, 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 coming.
Coming back with your testimony.
With your testimony.
Coming back with your change of story.
Coming, 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 coming.
Back with your change of story.
Babalawo can't stop it. Mama Lawo can't stop it. Boy Lawo can't stop it. Girl Lawo can't stop it. Baby Lawo can't stop it. Child Lawo can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nothing, nothing, nothing can stop it. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony.
You are coming back with your testimony.
Coming, 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 coming.
With your testimony.
You are breaking forth
With your change of story.
Coming, 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 coming.
With your change of story.
Dad yellow can't stop it. Mom yellow can't stop it. Uncle yellow can't stop it. Aunt yellow can't stop it. Occultism can't stop it. Witchcraft power can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nothing, 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 nothing can stop it. In the presence of God, there is fullness of joy. In the presence of God, there are pleasures ever. No one ever lives the same way they came. If you can believe, you will see His glory. If you can believe, you will see His glory. So I say,
You are coming back with your testimony.
coming, 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 coming.
Coming back with your testimony.
Testimony.
With your change of story.
Coming, 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 coming.
You are coming back with your change of story.
Babalawo can't stop it. Mama Lawo can't stop it. Boy Lawo can't stop it. Girl Lawo can't stop it. Baby Lawo can't stop it. Child Lawo can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nothing, nothing, nothing can stop it. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. Dad yellow can't stop it. Mom yellow can't stop it. Uncle yellow can't stop it. Aunt yellow can't stop it. Occultism can't stop it. Witchcraft power can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nothing, 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 nothing can stop it. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony.
You are coming back with your testimony.
Coming, 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 coming.
Coming back with your testimony.
With your testimony.
Coming back with your change of story.
Coming, 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 coming.
Back with your change of story.
Babalawo can't stop it. Mama Lawo can't stop it. Boy Lawo can't stop it. Girl Lawo can't stop it. Baby Lawo can't stop it. Child Lawo can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Nothing, nothing, nothing can stop it. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony. You are coming, 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 coming back with your testimony.